So we have some busy weeks coming up. We are planning to homeschool our kids this year. So probably we'll start in the coming week or so. And I am going to graduate from the health coaching program that I'm enrolled in this coming month. So overall it's going to be exciting but overwhelming all together at the same time. So here I'm doing some prep work for preparing some gravies and batter, which will be really helpful for me so that my cooking time will reduce and I can concentrate on other things that need my attention. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of my make ahead favorites, and hopefully it will help some of you as well. First of all, one such thing that makes my life in kitchen a lot easier is to have rotis in hand. So here I'm going to be sharing the technique of freezing rotis, which is very simple and does not need any wax sheets or anything like that. So I have made the dough as usual, soft and pliable, and before letting it rest, we'll add about 2 to 3 drops of olive oil, and this will ensure that it's not sticky and incorporate it well into the dough. After it rests for about half an hour, the gluten is well relaxed, and now stretching it well will make it easier to roll out and shape. I'll just roll it out long enough so that I can make enough similar sized balls out of it. And next I shall roll out the roti. We'll extra dust it with flour since we are not using any wax paper, as I mentioned, and this won't stick with each other. So try this method out to make dinner time a lot simpler. We spend a big chunk of our time preparing curries, and having a basic gravy in hand helps. So for that I'm taking about 3 tablespoon oil, half a head of garlic chopped, 2-inch piece of chopped ginger, and roast it until it turns light brown. Then I'm adding in thinly sliced onion. I have 2 huge onions here, and let it turn slightly translucent. Next we are going to add tomatoes. I'm taking the paste here. You might need 6 to 7 tomatoes for this, and I'm using about half of this can, which is about 3 ounces of tomato paste, to the onion mixture. Let it mix well together, and then time for the spice mixture, which is salt to taste, half a tablespoon each of turmeric powder, red chili powder, and garam masala. Once the spices are roasted well and the mixture cooled down, blend it into a smooth paste, and this will serve me for 2 different meals. Just add in your favorite vegetable or paneer and enjoy. Next we have a rich makhani gravy. For that, in a hot pan, adding in half a tablespoon of butter, half a tablespoon of oil. We need some whole garam masalas. So for that, 1 inch of cinnamon stick, a bay leaf, 1 cardamom, 2 cloves, and 1 green chili and 1 red chili. Also goes in half a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. The rich flavor in it comes from a tablespoon each of poppy seeds and cashews. Then comes chopped tomatoes. Have used 4 of them here. Once cooked, let it cool down. Remove those whole garam masala and blend it in the blender to a smooth paste-like consistency. Again, in the same pan, add half a tablespoon of butter. Add in the smooth tomato paste and spices. We have 1/4 tablespoon garam masala, half a tablespoon chili powder, and 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder. Then goes in 1 tablespoon ketchup and half tablespoon sugar and salt to taste. We shall add in about 1/8 cup of water and let it simmer for a little bit. And in the end, garnish with fresh cream and kasuri methi. Let it cool down before adding it into these freezable containers. I got it off Amazon and have found it very useful. We'll link it in the description box below. Make sure to date your gravy so that you can use the ones prepared first in the beginning. Next, of course, I like to have a roasted coconut based gravy in hand, very useful for black chickpeas or even egg curry. For that, I have 1 cup of grated coconut to roast, and after it slightly turns color, adding chopped up shallots, that's about a cup, and 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. We'll roast it well, and you can add in a few drops of oil if required to help the onion to roast well. For the great flavoring spices now, 1 tablespoon coriander seeds, half a tablespoon of black pepper, 2 red chilies, and a teaspoon of methi seeds. Roast well and add in salt, 1 teaspoon of fennel seed, and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. After sauteing it for a minute, cool down and blend it well and store it in airtight container. Next, breakfast times for me are so easier when I have batter in hand. Dosa batter recipe that I have been loving recently, let me share with you as well. Rinsing and soaking 1 cup of idli rice or raw rice, 1/4 cup each of chana dal and urad dal, and half a teaspoon of methi seeds. Soak it for about 4 hours or so and blend it in the mixer into a batter using little water at a time, and then let it ferment in a warm place for about 10 to 14 hours depending on the climate where you are living in. I love how dosas turn out with this batter. And next, for the appam batter, I'm soaking in 2 cups of idli rice for about 6 hours and grind it with a cup of water. Then I'm taking about a cup of ground batter from here and adding in a cup of water, and will heat it in a saucepan until it turns up into a thick consistency, and add it back to the batter in the grinder and grind it again. Also, in half a cup of warm water, I have 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast. And after about 10 minutes, and after this mixture has risen well, add this mixture along with a cup of coconut milk into the grinder. Let this mixture blend really well, and this batter can be used for appams and palapams. Okay, so my work is done for today, and I'm going to be having my special drink. This is an organic delicious superfood, so if you want to try that, I will leave it in the description box below. Okay, so it's a blend of different greens, it's rich in fiber, and taste wise it's refreshing. Okay, so but before I leave you, before this vlog ends, I just wanted to let you all know that, as I mentioned before, we are planning to homeschool our kids this year. Adi and Anjali both are going to be home, and we were contemplating on what we exactly wanted to do with them, but we finally decided that we'll home educate them this year. That means that it's not similar to the case in India. They don't follow a specific board curriculum. It just differs from schools to school within the same state as well. Homeschooling, I am new to this whole aspect, but I have finally decided that we'll do this together. That will make it probably exciting. I'm really excited to actually learn with him. I'm sure there would be a lot of challenges that come up with this. I'm not expecting it to go as smooth as I want it, of course, to go, but I just wanted to mention Sharmila. She is a viewer of this channel, and I had contacted her because she had homeschooled her kids, and she gave me so much insight into this whole thing, which was really new to me. I really appreciate her detailed explanation and her email, and it has really helped me to think of this and finally decide on the curriculum that I want to use with Adi as well as with Anjali. I just wanted to mention this, and I'm really thankful to her. But with this coming up, I just wanted to let you all know that I would not be able to post like this on a schedule on YouTube. It's really hard for me to do this, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that I am there for my kids. Since they need me the most at this time, I want to make sure that I am doing my best with that. Keep in touch with me on Instagram. I would probably be more active there because it's easier for me to post you know, short clips or pictures and things like that to update you. So that's easier for me to post over there. So see you all later. Take care and bye.